Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Say something, Boom.
You.
Yep. He's on. It's perfect. He's on. It's perfect. He's on. It's perfect. Yo, I wonder why the news be getting the pictures and shit all mixed up and wrong. No protection. The Bengals defense never eased up in their win over the Redskins. Pressuring Kingsbury throughout the game and sacked him 6 times. Did that just happen? Redskins lose 20-14. Ron Gibson. Obviously not the outcome we expected, but we'll bounce back. Don't have a choice.
Talk preseason?
Nah, I don't know. I don't think they played. I'm about to check the schedule. I just want to read some of the new shit. What happened? The Panthers couldn't solve the Cards' secondary, which came away with 3 interceptions. The turnovers proved costly and sparked the Cards to a victory. Cards beat Panthers 20-6. Try and stop him. Parker Jr. found all sorts of holes in the Dolphins' defense, giving the Steelers 159 yards and leading them to a victory 27-10. Now, these real games, bro. Bears roll on the road. The Bears is for real right now. Never took their foot off the gas pedal. And Green Bay, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal. Demolishing the Packers 45-7. Zach Parks. Every pundit is picking Cardinals. Allow me. Let's get a little tune in time. Free agency transaction. Free agent wide receiver Marcus McFadden has signed a 1-year deal with the Vikings worth $3 million. That's a good pickup by McCoy. Kate Barnes is in for a crash course and learning what the changes to right outside linebackers. A lot of changes going on without motherfucking. Plan for the weekend is to throw a brisket on a smoker and turn on the Chiefs-Falcons game. Sounds like a plan. That sounds like a plan, right? Rams Jets face off. That's a good game I would like to see. And want to see what this new quarterback going to do. That was a surprise pick. Did you play?
Shit, Dirty Rat got him a win.
I see. NFC North starting off with a bang, huh? So did the Bengals. Let's go look at some, let's look at the league schedule right now. So Steelers won 27-10. Bears 45-7. Panthers, Packers, Panthers, Cardinals 20-6. Cards won. Bengals up. Bengals, right? Okay, Hydro Wolf 20-14. Right. Black always getting air right away. Him and that fast ass. He already hopped off. Him and that fast ass running back. Board alert. Tune in. Draft recap.
Shit, look like upset Sunday.
Think so?
Dang. That shit, Jimbo got his ass whooped.
Jimbo's still getting acclimated with the league, the speed, what's going on around these parts. Give him some time.
Nah, fuck all that.
He playing a couple of. I'm quite sure he started John Emery at running back. You ain't gonna get the blocking you want. You know how that go. We ain't gonna give him no excuses though. He's gonna have to turn it around, make sure he makes something happen over there. But you know, just a little here and there.
Picking right behind Irish Mike.
Oh Lord. I want to go check out this Bengals Redskins game and want to see what Perkins in his second year doing over here, because this was a big win. So Daniel Kingsbury, 117 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. He ain't throw no picks. Bryce Perkins was balling though, 204 yards, boom, 2 touchdowns, 2 INTs. He was sacked once, but Daniel Kingsbury got sacked 6 times today, bro. 8 for 12, 20 for 20. Yo, Bryce Perkins was 20 for 27 today. We balling, okay. Yeah, nobody did anything in the run game. The run game was shut. see Hilaire had 2.9 yards a carry. Spencer ain't really do much. It really wasn't no run game over there. It looked like it was a bunch of sacks. See what happened in the passing game over here. So Chad Johnson, 4 catches, 42 yards, 2 touchdowns. Joe Hernandez, one of the best tight ends in the league, steps up, 2 catches, 24 yards in the T. Jerry Judy sighting. How niggas getting 1 catch for 2 yards with a touchdown?
Jet sweep.
Oh, Lord. This is a defensive game, bro. Yep, 12 tackles from Tay Cody. Anytime your corner got 12 tackles and lead the team in tackles, you knew what was going on in that game. 4 tackles for loss in the sack department. Jason Stowbridge had 3. Shakir Kidd still get to the quarterback. Dexter Kelly got 1, and Stephen Wentworth came from a safety position and got 1. Solomon Antrim from the tackle got 1. So yeah, that's what it came down to. Came down to sacks, man. He couldn't move the ball. It was like how would you call this, Boone? What type of game this was?
I don't know, a game of 2 ass niggas. Nothing really important.
Yo, there you go, bro. 290 from out. Well, guess what? One ass nigga had a day today. 294 total yards gained. Shut the Redskins, a playoff team, down 130 yards today. He still had 100 on the ground rushing versus 30 for the Redskins. 194 in the pass department versus 100. He said, Mark said, "Fuck you, Boone."
That's the butt bowl. My bad.
Hey man, a win is a win, and we got 2 undefeated teams over there in the AFC North right now. So at the end of the day, he still got a dub. That's all that matters. Hey man, the draft, bro. We had some good players go some key places, man. You know, one of the scariest shits I want to talk about before we get into teams and who did what and how they did, what rookies gonna be shit this year. You got to face this team week 1, bro.
Yeah.
When I slide over here to these Broncos and I look at Ray Skywalker, you know, still running around, pretty solid. He's the man over there. He's their franchise. I do want to see what Trey Sermon is going to do this in his 2nd season, you know what I'm saying? Braxton getting a little old. I think it's time for him to go to fullback. Buster Gap need to go bust a move somewhere else. But boom, what are you going to do with, if not the best receiver in the league, one of the best, top 2 to 3 receivers in the league, Sheldon Ward, 99 overall, but he's 6'5", right?
Yep.
Then you got to deal with Colin Johnson, who's 6'6". Then you got to come right around the corner and deal with Darren Jones, that's 6'8". How do you match up to that, bro?
Listen, man, he gonna have to run the ball, dog. We doubled them all their ass. We rushing 3, and hey, we sending everybody back. Hey, he gonna have to run the ball. He ain't gonna beat us throwing the ball.
That's your defensive scheme?
Yeah. All he gonna do is throw it up, bang.
I'm just saying, you got Sheldon Ward on one side. You got 6'8". I know he's not proven yet, but we talking about 6'8". On one side, and then you got 6'6" in the slot, and then you got all-world Prince Hakeem speed, 99 speed in the other slot. So if you go 4 receivers, man, 5 with the tight end, Hernandez, that's a lot of weapons for Skywalker to play with, bro. He kind of looking like he can spread out like them Ravens can spread out at any moment, and got our mobile quarterback. What are we great face right now, man? This pick got picked up. I mean, how you feel about him? Out of all people that would get him, 6'8", the Broncos got him.
Man, it's definitely scary, man. But I think this season right here is going to determine if he stick with Ray Skywalker. Because if he can't read the field with all these weapons, then it's not the weapons, it's him.
I feel you on that. So we putting Skywalker on the clock right now, then, huh?
Yeah, hey, got to, man. He got the weapons, man. He sat down with the GM and told him what he needed. They got it for him. Hey, no excuses.
Yeah, man. I mean, you do got Kelly Bryant in the wings and N'Kosi Perry. Not the old N'Kosi Perry, but it's N'Kosi Perry still sitting over here. You got 2 good, solid backups that he can, you know, start developing. So do you think Skywalker is the man for this team?
I think he can be, man. I just don't know if he being brought up in the right way, man, as a quarterback.
All right, so that, share light on that. What do you mean by that?
Hey man, I just think that his short game, man. He's missing the short game, man. All he want to do is throw it up, man. The one play touchdowns. Everybody love him. I love those too. But he
So
haven't developed the short game
he
with him.
just like woo babies.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, that's
That's
it.
it. Just woo babies.
Yeah, man. I understand.
I think you're right about Skywalker being on the clock right now. The Broncos still solid on defense. They strong as shit over there. So it really comes down to, man. I mean, the schedule nice. He got a nice little schedule this year, but it really comes down to Skywalker. Can he hold it down, or can that run game hold him down? And can he see like you said, see the field, man? Can this guy see the field over here? We gonna go through positions right now. Talk about some of these players that went to some of these teams, Booney. And we're gonna start with the quarterback position. All right. And I think the first quarterback in this draft that was taken was the #1 rated quarterback overall, and Spencer Rattler. Now, of course, I know the homework on this guy. He was the #1 quarterback to come out of the 2019 draft class, coming out of high school. He won the Elite 11. Definitely won that. So he came in ranked there. He was sitting behind Jalen Hurts, man. Now Jalen Hurts is a quarterback on your team, and he definitely spoke about Spencer Rattler, man. And what did Jalen Hurts say about Spencer Rattler?
He definitely said he has all the intangibles, man, to be a great quarterback in the league. But he had some issues with him going to the Bills, man, saying that he was going to a graveyard spot.
Oh God. I mean, the Bills drafted him first round, pick 7. So I mean, you don't pick a quarterback this high, unless you planning on playing this guy right now. If you look at his intangibles, man, I think he can get it done. He can get it done right now. And if you really think about it, I like the move. I like the pick. I didn't expect it because they did have the old quarterback from Jungles, Bill, right? Wasn't that his name? Something like that, Bills.
Something like that.
So I mean, you're dealing with a guy who has the speed. He's elusive, 87 speed, 87 excel. He's agile, and he got 96 throw power. But look, deep accuracy, 88, medium 90, short 90. So this guy can dot you up on intermediate routes and shit. So my question is, and the Bills got those tight ends. You know, they loaded with 3 stud tight ends over there, man. I think this is a good quarterback that went to a good spot. I know a lot of y'all probably don't know who the Bills user is. I brought him over because I know who he is. I love his scheme. I'm gonna be honest with you. He has a really good mini scheme that he running. I think he got the weapons, and now he got the quarterback that match those weapons right now. So he also drafted a shitload of receivers over there. He got your boy Shorter, and he got Hasselwood over there too. So I want to see what's gonna happen with these Bills, man. Outside of running OJ, can Spencer Rattler hold it down and change some things over in the AFC East? That was the #1 quarterback that was taken off the board. Let's keep it pushing and get to the #2 quarterback that was taken. Now, I'm quite sure nobody. If you a QB1 fan, then you know about this guy, and I'm quite sure he didn't know about him. Lance, say his name because he's a Maryland guy, so I know you know all about this guy, Hitter. Hero.
What is it? Legendary.
He didn't know how to say it. I don't want to fuck up a name no more. They was killing me all last year tearing names up, so I'm gonna leave it up to Hitter, man.
Call that nigga LL.
LL in the building. So the Rams surprised me because I thought Jaden Daniels would go at this pick at 9, and they saw something else. They saw Lance Legendary or something like that, but he definitely was a QB1 quarterback. He was highlighted from his high school senior year. I like this guy. I mean, I think he has the tangibles. The Rams did a good job last year throwing the football, and they brought Chenault Jr. up really well. Now that 76 overall is a crusher for me. You got to walk him along slow. And my question is, do the Rams have the backfield to be able to bring this guy up along slow? You know what I'm saying? Like, or is he going to have to drop back and throw the ball 1,000 yards? Because look, 77 medium accuracy, 77 short is a lot of work to do there. Now, he do got 85 deep accuracy, 95 throw power, so you can work on that, 90 throwing a run. Play action's pretty solid. Break sacks pretty solid. But this 92 speed, 92 excel, you know as well as I know, he won't see that 92 speed until he gets to an escape factor, which won't happen until he at 95 overall and has an X factor trait on him. So you tell me, Boone, the Rams can build from this quarterback, or is it going to put him in a situation where he's going to be the bottom of the NFC West until this guy develops?
He can definitely build, man. He gonna play some close games. You don't have to depend on his defense to not put him in bad situations, and the offense gonna have to put the defense in bad situations. I'm looking at his line. His line is solid. He's kind of lacking on his right tackle. So I don't know, man. I think as long as he develops him, man, the right way, I think he'll be all right.
I think he was building for the future, and I think that he can surprise you because he did grab a horse at running back. He got the #1 back in the draft, which was Trey Sanders. And that's a big piece to have. I think that guy comes in, starts day one, and he's the bell cow for him, and he will hold it down. 1,000-yard back for sure, and I think he can do some things that some of the backs that's already in his league doing right now as a rookie that's not unlocked. So I definitely think he got the running back to hold him down. It's all about, is he going to play smart football, not turn the ball over. He can't have a season where he threw 12 touchdowns and 85 pickoffs. You know what I'm saying? You can't have one of them seasons. Can't throw 85 picks, 12 touchdowns. You got to be able to try to balance it as much as possible. So that means bubble screens, so a lot of read-option shit, a lot of RPO type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be able to develop him into that short thrower, medium thrower versus just trying to throw bombs all game long or take off with him. But you got to get him going. I don't think he was the best quarterback to take at 9, but I like the pick. How you feel about it?
Man, I don't really like the pick, man. Only because a lot of people are getting these quarterbacks just because of the speed, but that's not like the type of style of play that they use to plan. So now it's like they got to start over. You know what I mean? They got to try to find a system to run.
Right. Well, reason why I like it because he does do a lot of RPO. He does do a lot of bubble screens and stuff like that. And I think the quarterback came from that system. So I like it. I like it a lot. Good shit. Let's see how you play with him, see how. All right, next quarterback we're going to we'll talk about Dorian Thompson-Robinson was drafted by the Cowboys and went to the Saints in the trade. Shed light on this, Boone. What you think?
Man, looking at it at first, I ain't like the trade, but I see, one thing you can't teach is speed, man. And I see that's pretty much why he gave up what he gave up. So looking at the speed, man, I guess it wasn't a bad trade. But it just depends on what this dude gonna do with him, because I think he run heavy if I'm not mistaken, right?
I mean, he started off with us as a runner. Now he throws slants and outs and shit. He do everything. I like his game. I think he plays the game when he plays his game. He's at top tier level, bro. When he plays his game. I'm confused about this pick trade for him giving up a first to get him. I'm quite sure this him wanting a backup quarterback, especially Dorian Thompson-Robinson, he's a superstar. So I guess the fact that, he had, I forgot the other quarterback that he had. Let me go to his roster real fast. All right, yeah. So he cut the quarterback he had, the old Florida Gator guy that he had, that he traded from Mike. I can't remember his name right now, but he cut him because he wasn't productive and he dropped in. I'm taking X factors and shit away from people that's not playing or whatever. So you got Joe Burrows and you go get a backup. Now, was this guy worth a future first?
Fuck no. I think that was a horrible trade, man. Especially when pretty much Jungle got him pretty much in the beginning of the 4th round. Because you got him 3rd round, pick 32.
But you can't judge the quarterbacks off of that because everybody got quarterbacks, so quarterbacks are going to go late, bro. Like, he had Chris Leak. He had Chris Leak and got rid of Chris Leak. He lost his abilities. So, I mean, think about it. Your backup lost his abilities. You need a backup right now. You're not going to play with a quarterback that's on. I don't know if he was dropped from superstar to star or X Factor to superstar. Whatever it was, it had to affect him in a way where he wanted another quarterback. Now, I really don't look at the fact that he was a 4th round pick by the Cowboys because, again, most of these quarterbacks ain't going to go high because everybody already had their quarterbacks pretty much. So a quarterback usually that would go in the 1st, 2nd round can easily drop to the 3rd, 4th, 5th round. My thing is this.
I think he had a plan. And if his plan is not to start him day one, then he wasted his pick.
Right, and if he not gonna
He got
play
to
Joe
start him.
Burrow, I'm gonna tell you like this: send him to the Browns. Period. I'll send him over to the real Browns. Simple as that. All right, so that was him. We'll go back over there. We'll see how that plays out. So you think Dorian Thompson Robinson sees the field this year?
Oh yeah, he got to be a starter, man. To give up a first, yeah.
I don't know, bro. I think Joe Burrows was not doing bad for him, man. That's gonna be hard. Like we guys talk about the Heisman Trophy, Joe Burrows, and going into his third season and not being a starting quarterback, going to a third season and not going to be the starting quarterback.
I just don't see a point of giving up a first round pick for a backup. Never seen that before in my life.
All right. Adrian Martinez is the Nebraska standout. He started as a freshman in Nebraska, got hurt, lost a year, came back, played pretty solid for him. He's a solid backup. I'm not going to spend much time on him. I don't see him playing. Now, Matt Corral is a guy that I like. I don't think he starts, but I do think he can push Claiborne for the starting job over here for ATL. And Jaden Daniels was the number 2 rated quarterback in this draft. We drafted him, I think, second round, third round. Make sure I don't remember exactly what round I got him. Third round, pick 1 actually. Solid backup. Now, I would ask the same question. You got Emory Jones over here on Superstar, came in and had to play a second half of a game and played really well. You would think that sign points to high. It looks up that you like that guy as a quarterback. Do you think me picking him in third with the first pick overall, you think that was a dumb move? Think it was good? Like, how you feel about that pick?
Oh no, man. So with moves like that, man, with people that are proven, like the trade with Jungle. Of course, that was a good trade for Jungle. But like picks that you make or Falk made or other people make, man, like you guys are proving y'all won Super Bowls, y'all go deep into the playoffs. So it's a method to your madness. So apparently you know what you like doing and you know what works for you. So it's definitely a good choice for you.
Right. At the end of the day, the Jags quarterback is getting up there in age. That's all it comes down to. It's just a future move, you know. Simple as that. Like I'm not planning on playing this guy unless Chase Ward get hurt or something like that. But I think the next quarterback we're gonna see as a starter is JT Daniels. I think he's gonna play for the Dolphins, bro. Like now. Like I think. Matter of fact, let's check him out. See if he did get him on the field at all. Look at some stats over here. None. He didn't touch the field at all. Me personally, if I'm the Dolphins, I'm starting this guy. At the end of the day, you're getting a good quarterback. Definitely think you're getting. Now he was supposed to be on Superstar. I think I might have missed it and didn't put him on there. I'll check anyway, but I definitely think he's supposed to be on Superstar. I know for it. Yep, there you go. He's on Superstar. All right, now JT Daniels. I spent a lot of time watching this guy. I know exactly who he is. He's a dog. Came from Modern Day. He's definitely transferring from USC, and it could be LSU, Florida State, somewhere like that, or Texas. But I think JT Daniels, you go into the future. If you're the Dolphins, you start this quarterback now. What do you have to lose? You got a great system with your running backs in the backfield. You still got dogs over there in the backfield. You drafted a good running back to go along with it to be able to keep that 3 horsemen going on over there. I like the receivers and stuff. You got a good line over there. I think JT Daniels needs to start now. How you feel, Boone? Like, there's no way you start this guy, bro. Like, there's no way you don't start him right now. Like, you think about it, you're coming off picking 4, really not winning ball games over there. What's the hold up? You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, you can play him now because you're kind of trying to figure it out right now. So Hunter Winslow at 29 years old, he's still Hunter Winslow. I'm quite sure his numbers dropped from where he used to be to now. Let's take a look at it the last 3 seasons. He played pretty high last year. Right now he had 90. He's still playing high. I don't know, man. I guess you can walk him in slow. But before the season out, if I'm the Dolphins, I'm starting JT Daniels, man. How y'all feel about that? I like it. So I think he should start it. Let's get back to the NFL. Look at these quarterbacks. Some more that came out. Anybody else worth talking about? A lot of these guys backups, though, man. Ryan Heliski, he just was a luxury pick because they already had Herbert over there along with Paul Henne. So I doubt he'll ever see the field at all. Now, Joe Milton, to me, will be the starter for the Eagles. Flat out. So you're looking at a 6'5 quarterback, 230 pounds, 85 speed, 85 excel, 98 throw power, 93 deep already. Now they do got another guy over there, like named Trainer over there, that can throw the ball like that. Then they do got a mobile quarterback over there. Now if Hoodie's still the same Hoodie I'm used to seeing, or we used to watching, you know, Hoodie like mobile quarterbacks that he can move around with. I think this guy give him that though, but give him that strong arm to better stretch the field all game long too. I think Joe Milton might push for the starting job over there in Philadelphia. When you're dealing with a new coach coming in, taking over a team, they want their own quarterbacks. They don't really want to sit and play with somebody that was already there, that they didn't bring in and raise up under their own system. They want to play with somebody they can build themselves. So I can see him playing for the Eagles right away.
Yeah, definitely, man. You know, Hood, man, like them shot plays, man, them posts, like going deep. So I don't know, but that was the old Hood. I don't know what the new Hood.
So that's what I'm saying. We don't know what Coach Hood we getting right now. We haven't seen him play in all this, so we don't really know what we're dealing with right now. But again, I think a new coach coming into taking over the Philadelphia Eagles, they gonna want to play with their guy. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, had the Eagles ever even sniffed the playoffs? Goddamn, in this league, that's crazy. So,
it's always room for change.
I
like Bo Nix as a backup over there. We already talking about Ratley. That's the quarterback. Now let's get to these running backs, man. Booney, a lot of good running backs went. I don't know how many was first rounders, but we great find out because I'm talking about all these guys. All right, so we already know John Emery was definitely a first round pick. I think he got picked at 18, of course. We even got some stats on this guy right now. Let's see what he did game 1. Holy shit, he ain't touched the ball a lot. 0.5 a carry. I ain't gonna get it done. But look, this is why you lose the ball game when you play your rookie right away. He just not ready to carry the ball yet to take on that. He should have played somebody else. I'm quite sure he did. But 4 attempts, 2 yards. Not a good start for John Emery Jr. But I like the pick though. I like the pick at 18. Even though he went 1, he wasn't graded to be the number 1 running back. Trey Sanders was. He was definitely number 2, so I like the pick, and I think we're going to see some things out of him going down the line. Like by the time we get to week 8, we're going to be talking about John Emery. What you think?
Well, I definitely can see that, man, especially in the NFC, man, because it's run heavy over there. So he'll get it together, man. He just need to find some. I don't know if he's been in lab or not, but you just need to find a couple of plays and stick with him, man, and build off of that.
Now, Harold Joyner, 6'4" from Auburn, 6'4", 215, 96 speed, 94 excel. It's a big back, man. 6'4", man. The only problem I see with that is he's really not a bruiser back. So, like, what is he? Is he a tweener? Is he a receiver? More of a receiving back? You know what I'm saying? Like, what type of back? I don't see him. I see him getting his shit broken up, hit by one of these linebackers.
Yeah.
Oh my God! But that speed, if you can work that speed, man. 6'4", 215, bro. If you can work that speed, though, Mike can get something going with this guy, man. I mean, he do got 85 break tackle, 85 truck, 85 stiff right now, so he ain't that far off from being a bruiser with speed. But I don't see it right now. I think you give him a couple carries, the way these linebackers hitting, he gonna let that thing go. But the Saints know how to run the ball. He know what he doing with these running backs, bro. He definitely got stick work. So I don't know. I definitely know he ain't starting over there, especially with Travis over there, and you got Emmett over there. So he ain't gonna start. This is just a luxury pick. What you think? Luxury pick, or you play him?
Yeah, gotta be a luxury pick, man. He ain't getting out on the field, been every down back with 92 injury.
Right. All right, so Tyron Davis-Price, he's a good running back also. Played with John Emery Jr., LSU kid, went to the Colts. The Colts run the shit out the football. Do you see this guy getting any playing now, or this was just let me pick something, the best available pick? Like what was the thought process in here? He already got a loaded backfield already. You got Bo over there.
We know Bo. She's still gonna be the feature back, but why not? 97 speed, 97 acceleration. So I don't know. This is just in case, man. Just in case somebody go down, you can probably plug and play. But I don't know why you picked it. I think it was a wasted pick.
I mean, I feel the same way, but I mean, you can always do some things with. I mean, 'cause I know he wanted Hawkins, the Louisville kid from last year, to step in and play. So I mean, you do. I mean, you got Bo, a big back with speed. Then you go to the little scat back that can get shit going for him. That I think is gonna have a breakout year. And then you got Tyron Davis Price, who's a little betweener, 92 speed, 94 excel, but he do got 95 trucking. So I mean, you can develop this guy into a monster back if you got the patience. You know what I'm saying? Like so. I don't know. I definitely see him as a third on the depth chart as third running back. Now Master T, 5'11", 225, 96 speed, 96 excel, and we're talking about a guy that's 225, flying. But he breaks tackle is 90, truck is 92, stiff arm is 92. Is this the starting back, or do Warwick Dunn still hold shit down over here? Like, I think you got to get him the ball early and often. You got to get him going now.
Yeah, you definitely do, man. It's just, I don't know. I think it's the system, man, that he's in. I think Black trying to actually throw the ball a little bit more and
Yeah.
not giving him the ball. Did he even play?
No, he ain't touched the field, bro.
Yeah, so.
Like, you can't pick that type of player up, man. Get him when you got him. I don't know what round he got him, man, because I know you was eyeballing him, but man, I'm playing him right now. Like, you know, you
need
need
in the preseason.
But
he
you
got
need that
4 carries, 4 plays.
Yeah, that's trifling. You need that speed, that size, and that the way he run. You need that on the field right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no way in hell he ain't supposed to be playing. So hopefully we see him as a, worst case scenario, the number 2 back over there or something. But he need to get him, man. This is the situation where guys go to the wrong spots. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to show you how to do it. Fuck it.
Show you how to do this, son. Again, Trey Sanders, the number 1 back in this draft class, 95 speed, 95 excel. This guy got 94 break tackle, 92 truck already, 85 stiff arm. I like him over there with C. Hound, bro. I really like this pick for C. Hound to bring that young quarterback along. Let's see what he did stat-wise right now. I don't know if they played already yet. Nah, he ain't touched the field yet because they didn't play yet. But I really love Trey Sanders. Let me get him now. Right. Oh, my God. Trey Sanders, man, I like him at the Rams. Isaiah Spiller, nice little pickup by the Falcons. The Falcons do got a crowded backfield. A couple of them getting up there in age. So this is a nice little, I think you got to develop this guy more than play him right now. 6'1", 220, you can work with him. And the speed is in his bloodline, you know what I'm saying? C.J. Spiller's family member, so I can see some things out of this back. You got Zach Barnett from the Michigan Wolverines that the Raiders got. The Raiders definitely needed another running back. When his back got hurt last year, and he really wasn't a no-show. Zamir White, I thought Onk had a great pick here with Zamir White, Georgia kid. This guy was definitely number 1 back in his class. But then he tore his knee up and shit. So we really don't see much of him in college football. But this was a dog running back, like supposed to be the next thing. You feel me? And I think he'll have a breakout year in real life in college this year. And I like Onk getting him. Now he got another back to go along with Ahmad. So solid pick over there. Ricky Pearson, 6'1", 220. What did you see in him, Boom? 93 break tackle, 93 truck, and 90 stiff arm at 6'1", 220. Ain't bad, bro.
Just another bruiser, man. Got Ray Rice Jr. over here, man, and he a beast too. But I don't know, I just seen something doing the combine in persons, man, and I don't know, man. He definitely about to split carries with McIntosh.
Okay, McIntosh over there, Marquis Step. I mean, at first I was like, yo, what is the Cardinals doing? They drafted another little small back, Shavers, which is a dog. But they had killings, you know what I'm saying? 2 scat back little guys, but then they come back and get the boy from USC, Marquis Step, 6 foot 235. I like this pick, Boone, 93, because you need that change of pace back. You need a guy that can break some tackles, get you key first downs, get you 3 and 4 yards a pop, and then have the speed to be able to get you 30 yards if you have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like this pick. I think he needed a big back because he got 2 little backs right now. We know the Cardinals throw the ball early and often, but maybe this helps him balance his offense out a little bit more, limit interceptions by running the ball a little bit more. Looked like that's what he wanted to do because he addressed that in the draft this year because he got 2 of them right now.
See, You know?
Got you. Yeah, nah, I was talking. I got you. All right, so Lorenzo Lingard goes to the Chargers, man. What he 98 speed, 94 cell. I just knew somebody like I mean, I think if Hoodie was on, he'd get him. I thought maybe one of the Miami boys would have got him because he really originally from Miami, and we know he's flying. How you feel about him going to the Chargers?
Oh man, graveyard spot. That motherfucker ain't doing shit. Man, shit. Somebody should have gave Michael first to him.
Oh my
Shit crazy.
God! Well, you dealing with a guy that got 98 speed right now, superstar, 94 cell right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the break tackles and stuff, you could develop all that stiff arm, but that speed, man, right now, without anything, is one thing he gonna be able to do is turn the corner on stretches.
To the edge, yeah, man. Shit,
Right away.
He just can't catch.
Can't catch that shit. And you think he won't do too much or nothing?
Man, if Mike really work with him, man, he could be 1,000-yard back, man. But I don't know, man. I don't think Mike can have it in him to stick with something. You know what I mean? Like he'll butt ball you now. He will do that, but I don't know, man. It's tough. But maybe Mike can change his ways, man.
We'll see. All right, so Noah Kane goes in the second round to the Jaguars right now. They traded Fred Teller away at the end of the year, and they were sitting with Puka, and they were sitting with Navy cadet Perry. So I thought, me personally, I definitely needed a running back. You got to think about it. My backs are under 200 pounds so far. You know what I mean? I needed a guy 200 plus that can carry some of this load right now. And the 88 break tackle, 85 trucking, 80 stiff arm, I can work with that and develop him into a nice little bruiser. But we just needed somebody that we feel like can run up in them gaps and shit, holding on to the ball, power, and take some hits, because we got little backs over there. So I definitely was eyeballing this guy the entire time. We definitely spent a lot of time scouting him and looking at film on him. We knew we wanted him, and we was able to get him. I think he'll be productive this year, but like number, yeah, like he'll be productive, but like number 2 back type productive. Like we expecting Puka to have a breakout year to the point where it's like, damn, that's what he do.
Well, see, that's the tough thing though, man. Puka, man, he gets so hot, man. You don't want to go away from him. You know what I mean?
Not at all.
So honestly, man, this is the big issue with you, man, because you'll have these players, and then they'll be balling. One of them be balling. Then the other one, man, he'll get pushed to the side, man. So I don't know. Hopefully, Noah don't fall by the wayside.
That can happen. And Puka been very vocal as a rookie. I got you to the Super Bowl, and Fred comes back off an injury, and you start Freddie. I scored 2 touchdowns in the Super Bowl, but you didn't make me your number 1 ball carrier.
Shit.
Period. So he's talking right now. Yeah, he's talking right now. Then we come right back and drafted a running back. Yep. So we gotta show him that we all in with Puka. Like, we all in with you, Puka. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. But Noah Kane here to help you, man. These linebackers out here hitting this shit. Everybody want to be like Ant. You know what I'm talking about? So they hitting right now. So we gonna, we gotta be careful out here. It's gonna protect you. Jordan Whittington, another speedy guy, man. Hood had him last real draft. Dirty Rat snatched him up, man. You got Parker over there getting a little old, even though he's still holding it down. He's getting up there in age. He's damn near 30. So this is a good pick. 6 foot, 200 pounds, 96 speed, 96 excel. You got some good movement out of this guy, man. 90 ball carrying vision. He's solid, bro. Yeah, this guy already 89. He ready to go right now.
95 of looseness, 97 juke. Shit,
and he played receiver. He was a tweener. He was an all-purpose player coming out of high school. So. And this guy scored 6 touchdowns in a championship game. He's a dog, bro.
Man, he like a raven.
Mm-hmm. But he's on the Steelers right now. James Cook. Dalvin Cook's little brother, man. 85 overall, 93 speed, 95 excel. I definitely don't know if he starts right now. You still got Saquon over there with Will Falk right now, but he can steal some carries. I don't see much. Special teams, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Special team.
And then this is the other pick that the Cardinals had, Sean Shivers. You remember this guy, Falk had him one year, last year in a real draft. 87 overall. He's high on the overall right now. 95 speed, 97 excel, 80 break tackles, 80 truck, 80 stiff arm. This little guy can get it going fast. But again, You over there with another guy that's the same type of build, same type of speed, and the boy Killings over there. So we'll try to pluck the Cardinals' brain here and figure out what was he thinking when he went and got him, knowing he had that type of back already on his roster, and then he went and picked a nice little big size running back from USC. What do you think he was thinking about?
I don't know, man. I know a lot of people go with the two back systems, man, especially in the shotgun. I don't know if that was his thought process or what, but I don't know, man. I can't really rock with those little backs like that, so I can't even tell you his thought process.
I mean, just a special teams type guy, kickoff, punt return, shit like that, or can you know what I mean?
Be, man.
Who's the starting running back? Who's the starting running back for the Cardinals? That's my question.
I would go with Killings. Now, like I said, you can't teach speed. 99, 90, 98. Come on.
Just can't teach that at all. All right, so we got Devin Ford, another Penn State back. We had about 3 Penn State backs that came out this draft. But again, Devin Ford is a dog. 94 speed, 94 excel. This guy ready to go right now. My thing is this. Knox picked him. I think he got him with his only pick in the 3rd round. He had his eyes on a couple of backs. I'm not sure if this was the first back he was eyed on. I think the other ones got taken before he got to him. But he landed on some gold, in my opinion. This guy's a dog. This pick was, you got Calais, who's a small back, that held it down for him. I like Raymond Calais out there in Cleveland Nation right now. But Kevin Falk's coming back. He died. He died last season. He's back off an injury right now. Do you think this pick was just to see, like, maybe he lost a step since he broke his whole leg, like the nigga whole leg snapped in half?
Yeah, man. He definitely want to see Kevin Falk, man. He seen him in the off season and training camp, and he looked pretty good. But game speed is totally different. So he brought him in to probably build him and have that running back, because once Falk went down last year, he was kind of scrambling in the trade. So
right. So I mean, ain't nothing wrong to have a stable of running backs to figure it out. But until Kevin Falk can show you if he's back to playing high level football, or did he lose a step? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you always gotta deal with the fact that they played the same team that hurt him. He plays them week 2. I'm quite sure that image is going to be in his head the entire time. So can he get over the fact that his soul left his body in the middle of the 4th quarter, and left and ain't come back till 30 weeks later? Or can he be that guy, man? If not, can Devin Ford be the number 2 back over there? Because Calais is the guy right now, period. So what about Kenny McIntosh, man? Now, this is the guy you've been familiar with. You traded for him to get him, and you brought him back in your system right now. And he's actually two points slower than he's supposed to be. But we're looking at 90 break tackles, 82. We got to go back and dig into this kid. But this your starting running back?
Yeah, he's day one, man. This season, he's my starter. We're naming him right now. This kid is special. I know a lot of people probably didn't see it. That's why they passed over him. But he's definitely about to be 1,000-yard, if not 2,000-yard back.
That's how you coming?
Hey, man, listen, I said it.
Kenny McIntosh, 40-yard dash time. Let's see if I missed something.
Shit, I see how you just walk past that too, man. You got snake eyes, man. And,
I walked past it because he somewhere fit on his finger somewhere. 4.44. Yeah, that's about 93 speed. One. Ricky Slade over here at the Jets. This was a Penn State back, but he transferred because Noah Kane and Devin Ford took his job. He couldn't get no burn over there, especially with Journey over there too at the time. So Ricky Slade transferred and went to Virginia Tech. Had a solid season, 1,200 yards rushing. He's over here for the Jets and Shaq. Can this guy do anything, or are we looking at a graveyard?
You really got to ask me that shit. Come on, man. Why are you wasting my time, Ant? You know that's a graveyard spot.
Let's get to these receivers that came out, man, and we're going to stop here, and we'll give y'all some, what's going on around the league right now. But, all right, so Chris Olave, I really wanted him. If anybody know this guy, you guys watch college football, at least you watch the playoffs, and this guy wrecked it, the whole playoffs. Even though they lost to Clemson, he brought them back on a deep post route by the kid, Justin Fields. But you can't teach speed. 6'1", 188, 95 speed, 96 excel, 92 special catch right now. The problem is the Redskins came and stole this guy, man. God damn. 2 of my receivers that I was looking to get got picked right before me. But Olave, man, I like this guy. He should put the 17 on him, or the number 2, because he changed his number to 2 this year in real life. Anyway, Chris Olave, do you see him doing anything over there with Jerry Jeudy and Spreewell?
Man, I don't know, man. He should, man. If he get the targets, man, at least 5 targets a game, I think he can make something happen with at least 3 of them. But shit, as you see, man, the linemen, they weren't holding up in the game we just played. So
right.
I think they should have probably addressed the line a little bit more in the draft.
I can see that too. All right, so Mekhi Pittman, that's Michael Pittman's little brother. That's the old Cardinals running back, Michael Pittman's sons. I think Jungle picked him. This might have been Jungle's first pick at 32. Let's check and make sure. Yep, round 1, pick 2. All right, so my question is this. He already got a shitload of receivers. We know we accustomed to seeing him draft a receiver every draft. I'm going to go out the limb instead of saying he just picks what he want to pick. Oh, he's going to pick a receiver, corner, something like that right away. I think this was maybe one of his smartest picks, though. And let's see. I know you on his roster. Let's see why I'm saying that.
Oh, nah. I think that's a good pick, man. Definitely, especially with his style of play. I know he's starting to run the ball a little bit more.
Starting to?
Well, I know he's running the ball more than he used to in past Maddens, so I'm guessing he figured something out.
Yeah, he figured out. Yo, Jungle, the moment you start running a running back and draft a running back, you going to win a Super Bowl. That's what he figured out. It ain't hard. Mekhi Pittman. I like it because you got old-ass John Ross over there getting old as shit, and now you got another guy that can replace him and run your slants, go deep. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you need him to do, you got that guy now. Mekhi Pittman can come in and start day 1. And if he's anything that I think he'll be, Jungle will make sure he catch about 80 catches this year, about 45 outs, 20 slants, 17 deep balls, running past somebody over there at NFC. And this guy will be ready to go by the playoffs. 97 speed, 95 excel. He do got 90 special catch. He can run routes, 88 medium, short, and he deep ball shorty. So he got something good over here. I like the pick. I think this was a smart pick, especially sitting at 32, not moving up and staying still, and sitting at 32 and getting this guy. But then Brew McCoy. Let's talk about this. Pick the stud. Why did he pick this stud, man?
Hey, man, I think past Madden, man, he seen what this dude did for, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say who he played for, but yeah, I think he probably dick rolled a little bit, you know what I mean? Pretty sure that's what happened.
Yeah, I sub back, big guy. I got you. You subbed to me? Oh yeah, he said I did. Frank Ladison, another sleeper, man. We're going to see him play now that Higgins is going on his way to the NFL. Frank Ladison will be a dog for Clemson in real life. But he got himself a superstar receiver, and the way you got to get pieces for Jordan Love. Yo, Jordan Love changed the whole Bears franchise around, and they've been winning 10 games a season since Jordan Love been a starting quarterback over there. Why not get him some toys to throw to? You're dealing with a 6'3 kid, 94 speed, 94 excel, 95 special catch right now. I love this pick, bro. I think Lava's on to something, and he's been doing really well. And I love to see guys come from 3 games a year to the point now where they winning and they playoff contentions and fighting for their division every year right now. So Frank Ladison is going to be a dog. You don't know who he is, go watch his highlights. Definitely a solid player. Mark Pope, keeping in Miami. My boy C. Howen got another one of his Miami dogs. 94 speed, 96 excel, 93 special catch to go along with Chenault, because Chenault been playing really well for him. And I think he got a number 2 receiver out of him. So, you know, Jacob Copeland is a nice Florida Gator guy, and, you know, Gator fan, I'll always grab Florida guys. 93 speed, 95 excel, 90 special catch. This is a project I think you got to work on, but I think he has the time, the space, and the plays to be able to do it. Jaden Hasselwood was the number 1 receiver in that class coming out of high school. This is a good receiver, man. I think he's special. Can the Bills do anything with him? Look, not only did you got Spencer Rattler, you drafted his classmate, Jaden Hasselwood. They both came out same time, went to the same college, and they both playing in the same team in RDL right now for the Bills. So now your quarterback is familiar with his number 1 receiver right now. How you feel about that, Boom?
Man, hey, the Bills, man, he got a plan, man. He probably went there and recruited both of those guys at the same time, man, and he knew what he wanted to do. I haven't seen this dude play yet, but you say he got a pretty nice system, so I can't wait to see him, man. Hopefully, get some new blood into the playoffs.
Yeah, a little West Coast style of offense, man. You get the blocking he need. I think he can do some things over here. Terrence Marshall, we know who he is, LSU. You know, I used to call him Baby Reggie, Baby Jerry Rice. Remember when we had the San Francisco 49ers and Lamar Jackson over there in RDL4? Terrence Marshall was the guy. And one thing you're going to know about Jimbo, he knows just as much about these college kids as I do. He know every last one of these guys, so he wasn't going to let this guy slide past him at 6'3", 200. And the only reason why Terrence Marshall probably wasn't the number one receiver in this class, because the 2 seasons we did get to see him play, he was behind 2 great stud receivers in LSU with Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. So Terrence Marshall's the dog, 94 speed, 95 excel, at 6'3" with 94 special catch. Like it, think he's going to play well for him over there. Cam Brown, anytime the Giants get a receiver, you look at it, you take a deep look at what he got, but then you know this receiver should be able to block. So my question is he a blocker? He is not flinging that thing around right now. Marcus Washington played with Deion's son, who coming out soon, Shador. 6'2", 190. This guy played everything when he was in high school. He went to Texas. He's definitely a starting receiver at Texas for 2 seasons straight. I like him. Another nice little pick over here to go along with Terrence Marshall. Solid. Dominique Blaylock, 94 speed, 94 excel out of Georgia, 92 special catch, 88 medium and short route running. Mike had shitload of receivers over there, but he's getting a little up there in age. Are we going to see anything out of this guy? Is this a 1,000-yard receiver or?
I don't think he's 1,000-yard, man. I think he'll get some targets. Might definitely get the ball to him.
Well, we know Kyler Murray like weapons, and you got a 6'4", 200-pound kid from Georgia, George Pickens, who's actually was the number 1 receiver in the draft. 85 overall, 95 speed, 95 cell, 96 special catch though, man. This guy's a big time body, big time target. I like him. Outside of him being 6'4", the next guy is Darren Jones that you about to see in about 10 minutes. Darren Jones, 6'8", we know who he is. Everybody know who this guy is. I mean, he had 113 reception touchdowns in high school. That's unheard of at receiver, man. He at Utah. He had to leave Utah and go to a prep school, and still in Utah though. And he's on his way back to Utah. We'll see him in real life this year. And then the white boy Jake Smith from Texas, man. This kid flying, legit 4'2", speed 97, and the Bucks got him. I can see him running bubble screens with him. I can see him RPOing him to death. I can see him doing a lot of shit for the Bucks. I like this receiver over there. Nice little possession receiver as well, with short route running and medium route running at 88. All right, Theo Weiss, the Bengals got. Nice little another Oklahoma kid was Dobby. Dylan Wright, 6'4", 215, big body. 98 special catch right now. Can he go up and go get it with Jungle? Is Jungle going to put that in his arsenal? Or he can go box a nigga out, catch it, maul's your ass? Or are we just looking at another body over there? Because he got another one, Speedster and Jaden. Now, I like this kid with that 6'2" frame, 96 speed, 96 cell. He definitely need a lot of work, though, on 88 special catch, 84. He's going to develop him into something over there, I guess. And Cameron Babs, Raiders, we just got to get the Raiders plan, see what he going to do over there. Trajan Bridges, roster filler. He really not, I mean, he ain't that bad, though. Holy shit. I ain't even peeped that. He ain't that bad, but he probably won't do too much of nothing. 5 receiver sets here and there. Trey Palmer should be a special teams kid. Definitely a guru at the special teams, punt returner, kick returner. And your boy Justin Shorter over there, 6'4", 236. Now, anywhere else, he's getting moved to tight end, but the Bills got 3 stud tight ends they drafted in 2 draft classes. So, real draft tight ends at that. So, right now, Justin Shorter has to play receiver over here. You know all about this guy, man. You think what the Bills getting will get him?
You're definitely getting a strong receiver, man. I can go up and get it, box any cornerback out, you know what I mean? Unless you got a 6'4", almost 2. Nah, he boxing everybody out, man. I wish I could have got this dude. Definitely not about to trade him. Well, I might hit him up in the DM to see what he want for him, though.
Yeah, but you already got shit over there that's already like this right now, unless you looking to move him to tight end.
Definitely. Yep,
right,
definitely.
Right.
But hey, shit, you got Hittle coming up. Hey, he averaging the whole fucking basketball team shit. You know
well, yeah, you about to, let's talk about that before we get off this bitch. You about to play a starting 5 basketball team. Like, you got a center on the field, you got a power forward on the field, and you got a small forward on the field that you got to stop right now. What's going on right now? point guard at quarterback at 5'11". You know what I'm saying? And then you got 6'1" shooting guard in the backfield with Sherman. So what you gonna do about that right now? Because I think Hitter tired of waiting, tired of the real talk. He ready to get it on. He think he gonna do something special right away with Darren Jones 6'8". Let's see this game happen. All right, man, fellas, I appreciate y'all tuning in. 12 of y'all on here. SSRJ Gaming. I got you. I'm gonna subscribe to you as soon as I get off of here. Keep showing some love, man. Tell your friends about us, bro. We do a lot of shit over here for this league, man. You know what I mean? Stay tuned. Keep watching. You heard? Check out the mini series too, man. They on the channel. You heard? And here's the franchise guru. Tupac is back. Booney in the building. A real boon. As always, real talks is the real talk. You heard? We ain't getting into the shit talking real talk, but it's coming soon. All that bullshit that be going on, a little here and there. Hear it all. Holla at us.